思います。 Yeah, even from here, I see.
Police here. I guess it depends on chatting streams. I just wanted, I will list that one. Good morning to all our beautiful fans watching from home. We appreciate you joining us. Sorry I was running late. Long night last night. Glad I didn't have to play this morning. See, I walked into some pretty heavy action already. Christie just went up 3-2. Justin. Looks like Greg's having a battle over here dealing with 2K. He's down 5-1. Josh Schultz just went up 4-3 on Steve Page. And I got Mike Davis, but the kick probably a pretty nice safe knowing him. And definitely got a tight kick shot to get at it. He's looking at it a couple extra times. I wish I'd gotten here a little earlier to see this action. You see Justin there in the top of your screen looking at something strong. This is the first one. Not sure exactly how he's going to get by that 5 ball, but he sees something. Mike fired at it. It was dead on line for the corner pocket, and cue ball drifted into the way. Apologize for the roll there, as all the classiest players will. They don't like to get a safe unless they play it. Of course, good morning, Dr. Baranski. See you on the chat there. Appreciate you picking up the slack before I got here. Greg Kane just made a nice side pocket shot with a long up and down drift and got about perfect for the 4 ball to roll up to 5. See how he comes out of this rack. He can close up that gap a little bit. Honestly, wish we could have every match going on here on the stream. Nothing but strength left in this tournament today. very impressed with the quality of field we drew this time. It's a great time watching these guys and ladies. Steve Page is down 4-3 to Josh Schultz, and Josh just had one rattle out of the side pocket on him on the 6 ball. Steve's coming to the table with the 6 just past the side pocket. Yeah, looks like he's got plenty of room. Hopefully he's thin enough angle to hold the cue ball, and then he's got a 7 with an 8 sitting in front of the side. He's in pretty good shape right now. He drilled it down the rail, held the cue ball real nice. It's got about a 30-degree 7 to the corner and drift back to the center of the table for the 8, sitting just below the side pocket there. And just be a little, as long as he gets to the other side of it, it'll just be a little natural drift for the 9 ball. Came up just a little short of where he wanted to get, but he's got a wide open shot, I'm sure. Sure it'll work out. And he went around 3 rails straight in on the 9. Here at Break Time Billiards at the corner of the Tryon Road and Cary Parkway, Cary, North Carolina. It's a beautiful room if you've never been here. It's where I play out of all the time, and they've just done a lot of upgrades, adding digital pool to the ecosystem here. We got the perimeter lighting. They put 2 big TV walls on each side of the room. It's a great place, and the food's phenomenal. Service is awesome. Just a great bunch of people here. Definitely come by and check it out. I don't know if our filtering caught that or not, but if you heard that absolute crash over there, that was TK smashing a rack. Christie's still up 3-2 over Justin Mullins, but he's got a straight in stop shot on the 8 for a straight in 9 ball. So I have every inkling that it'll be even here in just a second. Yeah, he's down to the 9 now, so it'll be okay. Kind of similar to what Mike's got going on here. Pretty natural roll shape. And so this will be to the side pocket and a little stop shot for the 9, but you never know. He may take it to the corner and use the rail and get back right. And cueing looks like he's going to stop. But and definitely come up from Greenville there. I appreciate the compliment on the play-by-play. I'm working on it. And Mike, always a pleasure to see you, buddy. Come on by anytime. I am probably okay here. Yeah, I think guy's got such a confident stroke. I had never seen him play before. It's been a pleasure meeting him. Seems like just as nice of a guy as he is a quality pool player too. Greg Kane just drilled a pretty long one to the corner, had to thread some traffic to get back up table, which he did perfectly, and Pigeon rolled up dead to the head rail, and he's It looks like almost perfectly straight in, so I'm not sure how he'll get over to the top side of his three ball. It's got to work to create a little angle here, but he can do it. He absolutely hammered a straight in ball, some power draw, but did not manage to cheat the pocket enough to create an angle. I think I see a safe coming here. He kept looking at it like it's got a ball in traffic on the way down the rail. It would literally be threading the needle if it goes at all, but I think he's probably going to play a safe. A speed safe, and I believe he hit about half the ball. I'm not sure whether Tommy's working a little magic this weekend, so he may be able to get past that. Like I said, I really wish we could put all these up on stream for you, but anybody who wants, you can definitely check them out at Digital Pool. Don't look away too long, though. This is definitely going to be the one to watch right here on our stream. The only issue I see from Monaim's position on that blue ball, but he doesn't have to get perfect. There's a good gap between it and the 5 there. He got dead straight on the 3. I'm assuming he'll just pull it back to about 2/3 back. He may have enough angle to use that head rail. In that backyard, we would love to see you ride up from Greenville and check it out. It's like I said, this is a great room. It really is. Yes, sir. We are all over the state. Going to be in Asheville next month, June 27th and 8th. If that's a little closer for you, I believe. I believe it probably is from Greenville. Be at Fat Cats. And as long as Doom Q doesn't show up, everybody's got a chance. If he shows up, it's pretty much it. So Mike's got a little work to do here. See what he does with this one. I assume it's going to be a little tight safe on that 9 ball. Not at the speed he was looking to get out of it. He left him a look at it, but I don't believe he left him much of a shot. We'll probably see a couple of safes traded here. Justin Martin doing some pretty work there in the top of your screen. He's got that 4 ball up the rail and dripped across for the 5. Okay, he had enough to make that ball. I didn't see that. And Justin made his and speed perfect to get on that 5 ball. These two guys in particular have been putting on an absolute exhibition this weekend. We have not made it to South Carolina yet, but I would definitely not rule it out. Lots of quality places down there that I personally would love to come do. It's going to be expanding at whatever pace they can handle between Mike's busy schedule and Ketten doing enormous amounts of work for promoting and putting all this together. Process is getting smoother and smoother, so I would not be surprised if we ended up coming down that way. Feel free to reach out to us there on Facebook and suggest some good rooms or anywhere you guys really like down there. We would gladly get in touch. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate you keeping up with the chat for me there. Normally try to respond a little myself, but honestly, I am just having a ball watching like 4 matches at once. I got my head on a swivel like I'm in a combat zone here. It's just good action on all sides of me. Greg Kane is going up to 5-3 lead for TK there. He almost rattled that 9 ball, but she dropped. Steve Page there, jacked up just a little bit. He's trying to bend a little bit around the 3 ball. She made a nice hit, but he caught a tough roll and ended up in the side pocket a couple rails later. Justin Martin had a tough kick off of his break and ended up with a scratch there. Greg Taylor's coming back to the table. Greg's played some really nice tight pool this weekend too. They wouldn't mind me looking at his shot 2 or 3 times there. He's got a back cut on the 9 ball to even it up. Giving it a couple extra looks to make sure he doesn't scratch. But his game's been just constantly coming together lately. Yeah, we have no Fargo requirements. We do stagger the entry fee based on Fargo. So if you're a lower player, you will pay less. No handicaps. It's open style in the matches, but we do base your entry fee off your Fargo in $20 increments. So makes it a little easier, a little more accessible for a lower Fargo to come play against these beasts without having to come out of pocket quite so much. He is our incredible Asian tech support, so Dave Baranski. Interesting save he played there. He's kept it in real nice. As long as he doesn't hit the wrong side of this 1 ball and stay out of that side pocket. Make that 9 ball. I don't believe they're updating the score on their digital pool there. I'll try to switch windows here in a couple of minutes and maybe get that updated if I can confirm exactly where they're at. I believe they're even at 3. Come on by, Colin. Be good to sit the booth with you here. We can intimidate everyone with our magnificent beards. The $20 membership mentioned there is good for the year. You could just get the tour card. That helps with all the back end admin and everything. These guys really do put a lot of time in. I basically show up day of and help a little bit with setup and start running my mouth. But they put an enormous amount of time into making these quality productions, and it's really showing. As a player myself in these, I definitely appreciate it. They run them very well promoted, as evidenced by the quality of players in this room, and that's all Ketten and Mike. They put a lot of time into this. I venture to say it's much more than a full-time job on tournament weeks. Probably for 2 weeks leading up to each event. I played pretty good safe there. He left him a look at the edge, but he didn't give him a pocket, I don't believe. Unless the angle's deceptive, it looks like he's looking at it, then it, get up tape, safe. Speed had been an inch or so different, and I don't think he would have had any look at that ball. He returned the favor, of course. And it's like Mike's calling for the jump cue. Greg Kane just closed the gap a little bit. They're at 5-4 TK now, so Greg's still in the fight. Not 100% what's going on with Justin Mullen and Christie. They are not updating on digital pool. I'll try to grab that as soon as I can. Thanks again, Dave. Keeping all those links coming. Got me hands free for my coffee and looking around here. Literally, we got tables 1, 2, and 9 and 10 going. So I'm literally sitting a little sideways and just swiveling around at everybody. Everywhere I look, there's a great shot going on. Justin's got a cross side on the 8 ball here to get to a 9 ball will be okay if he can just get this cross side, and it's just a fairly tight little angle. He probably won't have much trouble with it. Josh Schultz brought his stepson with him to watch the action today. They're just getting ready to pass by the booth here. Always good to see them bring the young ones out, get them interested early. He taking his taking another picture over by the winner of the sponsors banner. That's getting to be pretty regular with Josh these days. We're seeing him more and more, and he's cashing pretty much every time. He crawled up on the table over here for a 7 ball with no problems. We love watching that guy play. Justin Mullen left himself a little bit of, he did make that bank, but he left himself a pretty steep cut on the 9 ball, did not get back across the table where he wanted to. And it came up just a bit fat and rattled back out of the pocket to the side rail. Left Christie straight. I believe he just conceded that rack. So if my count's right, I believe that's 4-3 Christie. 4-4. Okay, I was able to just finally get it from her. They're at 4-4 now. Small block there. We talking about Josh Schultz, I assume from the timing. He came in, he did not win, but trying to see what place he came in at. And my TD just stepped away. I can't quite reach the machine to check. Get that or get his place for you here in just a couple of minutes. Tommy just got Greg 7-4, 6-4. Sorry, it's that one out. He's been playing beautiful all weekend, and while they were working the table, you can see Justin Martin over there. This guy never stops hitting balls. He stays warm the entire tournament. There's a open piece of felt, he's knocking balls around. And it definitely shows in his game. It's been breaking strong there. Watch and see how this one turns out in practice. He's been breaking nice and holding the cue ball very well. I mean, of course, as I say that, we get a draw break probably, but Monaim's got a little side pocket shot here. Just as long as he gets far enough over there, that five ball shouldn't be a problem. It looks like there's more room than I think. Thank you, Dave, yet again.
Hey, give them the input, something about me. So, we find this people of bread. How that. A fairly simple ball here. That one, yep, take care of itself almost. It's going to bring the count to 5-4, Mike. Justin and Christie took just a minute to take a quick break there. They're on pause for just a second, and I can stop breaking my neck. We're down to one table to watch for a couple of minutes. I'll tell you, there was a whole lot of action going on here for just a minute, or not just a minute, I guess about just about 30 minutes, and it was just quality going on everywhere around me. And Dave's being a little humble there. He does much more than just help. And he's pretty much responsible for all of this working. He keeps us live even remotely. There's can't thank him enough. As I said earlier, a lot of his work allows me to just sit here and run my mouth, which I'm sure y'all can tell is one of my favorite things to do. And I am picking up just a little longer than he meant to there. You can still see it. I'm sure it's just going to go down the rail with a little pull. It's thin going by there, Dan. He's looking at it a couple of times. Got a little lucky touch and made the four off the six there. Cut it a little thin and unfortunately ended up in the side pocket for him there. But Michael sure will capitalize on this one. It's going to be a painful when you saw him turn around and kind of bite his knuckle there. So it's going to be a painful when letting that cue ball get away. Uh, Richard, if you scroll back up there a little bit, you see we were discussing that before you got here. There's no limit to get in the tournament. We stagger the entry fees based on your Fargo. So a lower Fargo pays a little less, and these monsters kick a little more in. It's an open format, no handicap, but we do stagger the entry fees to make it a little easier. People like me to get in and play these guys that normally walk right by me, which is not the case. Actually, everybody here has been. It's amazing to see people at the absolute top of the world they live in and still so down to earth, just normal people, great guys, great women. Christy's awesome too. Colin just made his appearance through the back door, so I'm sure I'll have some help here in just a minute. Like got a little back bank here to come back cross side. And, you never know how he's going to play it. He may have the nerve to cut that ball, but ooh, caught the point. Hit it real nice. I was expecting that to drill, but caught the point. And I can't tell how steep this back cut is, but it's like he likes it. Okay, so it must go pretty well. Yeah, that's got to feel a little better for him after that scratch to get one back like that. Kind of even up for him a little bit. So, both very strong, classy players. Yeah, that is Mike, and has a as amazing as it seems, I guess everything changes over enough years. But I believe he's been trying that out a little bit lately to see how he feels with it. Definitely a break from history. We got Christy at the table with Justin Mann back here. She's just made her three ball and left herself a pretty decent four ball with a little angle to the side. But it looks like, if I can see right from here, it looks like she's almost stop shots for the rest of this rack out from the five ball. She's playing very confidently. She's just stepping up, addressing the ball, and two or three strokes and popping them. So she looks like she's feeling good this morning. She's going to have to follow and put a little juice on that six, but she did. Came around it on the bottom side and left herself straight to the corner again. And she can take the 80 there in the side or the corner. She drew to the side rail, so I'm sure she's going straight to the side. She'll have a stop shot there, straight in on a 9. That's about a foot out of the corner. Stop the cue ball there. So I'm assuming we're about to have a 5-4 situation there. Oh, I got to stop saying stuff like that. I swear something went wrong for her as soon as I looked away, and the 8-ball's now pinned to the side rail for Justin. With the cue ball a little close to it, it's going to be a funny cut down the rail. But if he can make that one, the 9 sitting close to the pocket. And as I say, well, Justin's definitely been getting a little better every time I see him. So I got faith in him on this shot. And Steve Page and Wilson Dorsey coming up here is going to be another fantastic match. They're just getting ready to lag now. Mm. He did not want to run into that, but on the way by, he was coming around nice for shape, but he's in good position to play a pretty natural safe here, I believe. And Justin Malin did make that 8-ball down the rail, even though his cue ball was about 3 inches away at probably a 30-degree angle, but he handled it nice and left himself the 9-ball. So that brings him to 5-4 with Christy. They're both going to 6, so he's on the hill. She needs 2. Wilson got the lag against Steve. So he's about to break his first one. Put the hammer down, got one. And so he's got a pretty open table. He's jacked over the 8-ball for his first shot. So relatively straight with the 1 pin to the side rail. So stop shot almost, maybe just a little draw. The 3's on the side, or then get he drifts just there. Okay, let's slow and drift it a little bit to play the 3 up to the other corner. 1 ball bobbled out, but it bumped the cue and ended up on the short rail down here on the end. So Steve's got almost straight into the rail from about 3 inches away. You might be able to see that on the left side. No, not quite. Can't quite see that table. It looks like he's going to thin it and go back up table for a save. It's like Mike's, I assume, in position for a carom to the 9 here. Yeah, well handled, as expected. That brings that to 6-5, Mike. Mike's on the build, and then I am breaking. That puts a little pressure on him, but he's handled pressure all weekend without a problem so far. So, again, just another great match to watch. Absolutely wonderful to see this quality of competition coming around local. I did make a ball. And got a little back cut on the 1 ball, but it's natural to get to the 3. I know he's eyeballing that 3-9 there. Okay, we played a safe. I guess it is a nice save. He did leave. I believe Mike's got enough to come from the long rail here on the right and contact it. I think he's got just enough space between the 8 and the 9, or the 8 and key. Sure, Monaim would have liked to have frozen him, but he's definitely has to make contact here. That's a dead 1-9, and on hand will be pretty automatic. It's gonna Z-rail this. We'll be looking at it anyway. Mike has an amazing amount of confidence to me with those shots. Sometimes looking at those thin windows where he's pointing between the 5 and the 7. Love watching him solve the problem in his head there. A level of confidence I don't have. And speaking of a level I don't have, we have a Colin McCary joining us here with the
Hello.
The beautiful British tones to complement my redneck brogue here.
I was in downtown Raleigh at the Brass Tap.
Oh,
So
yeah.
not Brass Tap,
Right.
Billiards.
Mike gets the 3-rail Z there. That was a beautiful shot. Yeah, I hear they got good food up there.
They do.
Yeah.
So the Liverpool Supporters Club meets there, and today's the last day of the season.
Oh, okay.
So I was there with a bunch of friends.
Good. That's a good Sunday morning start right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to getting down there and try their food ever since I heard about them. I try to eat everywhere I can find that's new and good.
Their buffalo shrimp is really good.
All right. I like both buffalo and shrimp, so put them together. I'm good.
Monaim crossed the 1 and got the hook behind the 5. So Mike's going for the jump cue.
Mm-hmm. He had played him. You saw the result of it, but that was a fairly impressive strike to leave that safe there.
Monaim's safety play is very, very strong.
It is. His entire game is, but his safes are and very natural. He shoots them just like any other shot. He's got wonderful feel for the speed.
I've never seen him play one pocket, but the way his safety game is, I imagine he's very, very good.
Yeah.
His one pocket really does help with those kinds of safeties.
Oh, yeah.
Full cut.
Got a little lucky roll there.
And luck comes when you hit a good shot.
It does. It does. It favors the bold. Be willing to strike at one.
And Monaim hit a great safety, and that might be his last shot of this match.
Maybe.
So that lucky roll.
At this level, basically, these guys rarely miss a ball or get offline. So when there is a mistake, the capitalization on it's what decides things. And
well, behind us, Christie just played a really nice safety.
She did. She tied Justin up pretty good there.
And when he has to kick, he can't jump. He's too close to the blocker.
Yeah. He's got some traffic on both of his lines, both of the obvious lines for a kick.
Mm. He's past the 9.
Looks like he's looking to did she change direction, or he was looking at it different than I understood or something? He plays a lot smarter than I do, so I probably just didn't understand. I just barely missed it. Alan, of course, had to order some wontons and make the fat man's mouth water.
Oh, you
here.
can have one.
I appreciate you.
Just need a little snack.
Amen.
And they're super hot, so
yeah, you have to give those a couple of minutes. It's for you guys that haven't been here, especially backyard down there.
Christy was eating them when they were doing commentary with her yesterday, and so I knew I had to order them today.
Yep, they have a duck bacon wonton from, I believe it's Mapleview up in I won't say they might be out of New Hampshire, but Mapleview Farms, and I believe that's the correct name. I confuse them with one of the local
operations we have around here that starts with maple too.
But there's a Maple View Farm in Chapel Hill.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking that's the one I'm thinking of.
That's
their own
great,
area.
great ice cream.
Oh yeah.
So the dairy farm closed operations a couple of years ago, but they're still sourcing local.
Okay. I did not know that.
Yeah, local cream and milk and everything.
I didn't know they had closed that up. Back when we still had our restaurants, I believe it was the founder's daughter. She was one of the owners at the time that used to come over and eat every now and then. And she always brought us, for the house, for home use, she'd always bring us like a big 5-pound roll of their butter. And it was, my parents talked about, I knew how good it was, but my parents talked about it the way they did people's backyard eggs. My parents both grew up on farms, and they were like, there's nothing like local fresh butter like this. It's just like what they grew up making.
That lucky roll from Mike, he's able to run out. Takes it 7-5.
And it was definitely a nice lucky touch for him there. It's not that, like you said, not that he didn't earn what you can of that, though, is what favors bold shots.
Do we know what the next match is going to be on here?
I do not know yet, but I will check and find out. I'm going to take just a quick break. When I walked in, I was a few minutes late, and we had 5 just awesome matches going all at once. I was sitting here having a ball.
Yeah, I had it on my phone when I was watching the soccer.
I could not look around fast enough. I just kept hearing big smash breaks and shots hitting the back of buckets everywhere.
If there's not going to be a match starting straight away, I might ask Kenton if we can spin the camera over to table 3.
Yeah.
Wilson and Steve.
That's definitely a nice matchup to watch there. I love the way both of them
take a little break while I eat my food.
Absolutely. We'll be back soon. Thank you all.